This year, 3 grant initiatives have been launched as part of the UNDP GEF Project integrating Rio Conventions Provisions into Ukraine's national policy framework. International best practices in sustainable community development have been successfully implemented in Zhytomyr, Cherkasy and Donetsk region. One of them is a project designed to address such environmental issues as deforestation and biodiversity degradation. Zhytomyr region was selected as the locality for this pilot initiative as it has been grappling with illegal extraction of amber for the past 10 years. As a result of this devastating activity, up to 500 hectares of forest has been destroyed. Uprooting of vegetation, soil degradation and removal of clay from the soil constitute a major problem. This land will remain unfit for farming for decades. Illegal amber extraction increases the populations of wood-destroying insects, which are damaging the surrounding forests. Many beetles rely on dead wood for places to hide, breed and feed. Here we can see bark beetles and other bark-boring larvae. The project, implemented by the Interregional Center for Scientific Research and Studies, is aimed at recultivating a 3-hectare demonstration land plot, delivering a large-scale awareness-raising campaign and involving local communities and governments in ecosystem restoration and rehabilitation. As part of its activities, the project has conducted geological and biological testing of soils and soil profiles. The testing focused on the vegetation typical of that area that had previously grown on a damaged land plot and recommended planting pine and birch trees in the area. The project has developed a dendro plan for the damaged land plot to help restore this land to its natural state. Land recultivation will promote the restoration of the habitats of endangered species and ecosystems. In addition, land rehabilitation will have a positive effect on the ecosystem of the Polessia Natural Reserve. All of us, children and teachers, will be happy to help plant new trees. We are quite experienced in that we often plant trees. The above example will form the basis for calculating the forest restoration cost per hectare. This amount will consequently be paid by holders of licenses for legal amber extraction when this matter is finally resolved at the legislative level. Amendments to the law of Ukraine on recultivation of damaged land, drafted by project experts, have been submitted to the Ministry of Ecology and Natural Resources of Ukraine for approval. Our 3 forestry enterprises, 2 state-owned and 1 operating as a private business, manage 450 hectares of damaged land. If we succeed, we will positively recommend similar recultivation activities for other land plots. We are impressed by the support we have received from the local government, in particular from the head of Olevsk District Council. The unique experience that the project has brought in can be used to restore areas in other regions faced with the same challenge. Welcome to the village of Vyhraev, Cherkasy province, where another project has been successfully implemented entitled Establishment of Knowledge Center for Sustainable Development Practices in Ukraine. It is designed to demonstrate how local communities can benefit from sustainable development practices. The sustainable development model now is one of the key global trends, yet unfortunately this practice has neither become part of public administration nor of national policy in Ukraine. That is why the Vyhraev village has launched a Sustainable Development Center. The center occupies the premises of a former school, which is 102 years old. The school was closed down due to lack of pupils. The project has given it a new life. 20 new jobs have been created for locals. This is a unique opportunity for our village residents to experience new cutting-edge technologies in their everyday life and household management. A solid fuel boiler is used to heat up the old school building, while glass-reinforced plastic windows help keep the warmth in. Bio-waste is recycled in a compost pit, while residual waste is sorted into separate containers. Solar panels are a good example of the efficient use of alternative energy. In addition, here you can also find an ecology trail, an organic farming plot, and a small dendro park. The center delivers regular trainings for community members, children and local government representatives to raise awareness of the rational use of natural resources. The center has already attracted more than 2,000 visitors. We deliver numerous seminars, workshops and training sessions. The purpose of the center is to collect and disseminate best practices in being environmentally friendly. A major training center will be working to raise awareness of environmental issues and advocate for new local community economic development projects. The project is also promoting cooperation between the government, businesses and local communities in implementing joint projects aimed at sustainable community development. Raising awareness among young people about nature conservation is very important. The district state administration is actively engaged in and committed to the project. We have developed a young people's outreach program to deliver training in the implementation of environmental projects. It is only through the joint efforts of NGOs, local government and the entire community that such results are possible. It is of the utmost importance to teach new visions and new methods to Ukrainians. The Donetsk and Lugansk regions of Ukraine have been devastated by armed hostilities. Here, the all-Ukrainian charity Leleka Association for New Generation has successfully established the Center for Promotion of Sustainable Approaches to Recovery of the Eastern region of Ukraine. This project is designed to help local community members implement a range of pilot projects, as well as formulate and implement plans for the recovery and sustainable development of conflict-affected areas. Community engagement in improving the environment in the east of Ukraine is our project's top priority. I can say that all that we dreamed of in May was successfully implemented now in November. These include seminars in Lugansk and Donetsk regions, community counseling, schools, training courses, mobile counseling centers, infrastructure on human development for both youngsters and adults. The project is tasked with improving the environment, rehabilitating the infrastructure and creating new learning, training and job opportunities. In addition, one of the project tasks was to develop a water body recovery plan for the Siversky Donetsk River. Water samples were taken for that purpose. The water was tested for contamination based on chemical, physical and hydrobiological parameters. The results of the testing and recommendations were shared with relevant public and municipal authorities. Siversky Donetsk River Basin Water Management Administration, in particular its water monitoring laboratory, took an active part in monitoring Siversky Donetsk water as part of this project. The project also helped rehabilitate the unique Oakwood environmental path located within Svetohory National Nature Park. Walking along the ecology trail gives you the opportunity of seeing unique 300-year-old floodplain woods. Some oaks along the trail are more than 600 years old. The project envisaged a number of demonstration models for various vulnerable groups. For example, local businesses helped school number 7 in Slovyansk to build a new football field. The Slovyansk elderly now have a chance of attending the so-called University of Third Age, where senior citizens mostly get trained in using computers. A Donbass Women's Business Club has been set up to support women's business and social initiatives. The project is also addressing unemployment. 10 new jobs have been created for local residents. We have developed a specific job creation project in Alexandrivsk district. It focuses on separate waste collection. A resolution was passed at the local level establishing a utility company, which means that we can scale up the project. One of the focus areas of the center is to conduct training sessions, seminars and roundtable meetings to be attended by leading experts and professionals. They are supposed to raise knowledge among local communities and train them in the development of project proposals for resource mobilization. 10 territorial communities have already sought the Center's advice. In Sviatogirsk, a working group has produced a program of sustainable development for Sviatogirsk until 2020, which was approved for implementation at a session of the City Council. All these projects are being implemented as part of the UNDP GEF project integrating Rio Conventions Provisions into Ukraine's national policy framework, administered by the UNDP GEF Small Grants Programme, aimed at facilitating the implementation of the Rio Conventions at the regional level through innovative approaches and best practices. The ultimate goal is to improve Ukraine's environmental situation and life of local communities.